Today's video is going to be sharing with you guys some thoughts and ideas that you can apply to your game in Madden 18. What's up, guys? My name is Cody and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Today's video is kind of a starter pack that I think will be helpful to you guys to give you some ideas, some different places to start in Madden 18. So where I'm going to start, really, I'm messing around with the 3-4 right now just because I had a little bit of an idea for crossman. So if you were looking in a crossman, this might be something interesting. The 3-4 over formation is the same in Madden 18 that it is in this game. But the interesting thing about it is you can cross man up your middle linebacker. You can also cross man your safeties. Those are the two players that you can get away with cross manning. So my theory is to mess around with it a little bit in Madden 17, kind of see how it works. So that's kind of what I'm doing on defense. Is predominantly I'm going to run stink pitch zone. I like the blues, the deep blue zones the guys are in. I think it's going to help cover the middle of the field. And then my other thing is to man up my middle linebacker. So basically everybody gets manned up, and then you see I'm going to cover the middle manually, as I didn't cover it there though, and I get roasted. But anyways, just going to mess around with that. And then what I'm really excited about is to share with you what I'm doing offensively. I think my offense of tip is really, really powerful here for you guys. So we'll show you what we got going. He's going to run a screen here. But we'll show you the cool part about stink pitch zone. I made a video about it a long time ago. I believe it was Madden 13. It might have been Madden 12. One of my first videos I ever did. And I talked about the importance of the stink pitch zone and a couple of the principles I learned from utilizing it for a whole entire season of Madden. I just ran literally stink pitch zone. That was all I ran the entire year. And I learned a lot about the excuse me, sorry, I'm trying to focus on the adjustments. About the play, about the defense, about the ways that you can utilize a 3-4 formation normally, because I'm normally someone who runs 4-3 under. I've ran 4-3 under as well. I think I've ran 4-3 under since Madden 13 was when I really got into 4-3 under. So, but I really like the stink pitch zone. I really like what it brings to the table. I think the cloud coverage in the middle is really, really good. It's got the best yellow zones in the game by far. The edge pressure from the linebackers makes it a very, very good run defense, as well as the safeties looping down to the bottom because they're going to play run support. So this is a defense, again, I don't see Madden 18 as a very predominant game where we're going to try to get a lot of pressure. So I think this could be something really powerful, especially if I can figure out how to get those blitz angles. One of the things I was able to do in Madden 13 when I was running this was I was able to get those blitz angles set up to where you could basically get easy block sheds with the stink pitch zone. I'd like to do something kind of similar in Madden 18, so that's kind of what I'm thinking defensively. And then just messing around with it, and then once I get the game on Tuesday, we'll go in and see what it's like. But offensively, this just pops into my head. I think it might be one of the biggest things that I can tell you. So the bunch wide, some of you guys may know, I started in the bunch wide in the beginning of the year, and then I got out of it. I got out of it because it didn't have the corner route, the motioned out corner route. So, you know, but what it does have now, what's interesting is this formation does have it does have the PA post in combination with the Z spot as I throw an ugly interception right at the very first freaking play. But that's something that you can mess around with and see. I'm going to be messing around with it at least until the game comes out. I've got a couple of options from the bunch, but the cool part about this, the bunch wide, the only thing it doesn't have is a motioned out corner route. So it depends on how important that is to you, if you really need it or not. So I personally am kind of thinking I can get away without having it. The other thing too is the bunch wide is found in the Kansas City playbook. The thing about the bunch wide is it has that. So the standard bunch, like if you just ran bunch weak, one thing that the bunch doesn't have this year is it doesn't have that route, that deep corner route that people will run to beat cover 2. It doesn't have that in Madden 18. I haven't seen any playbook where it has that play in it. So the bunch wide, however, it has the Z spot post route and it also has the routes that we are just talking about with that corner route. So, I think that could certainly be an option. And again, there you see, that's the stink pinch zone. I'm telling you, man, mess around with that stink pinch zone. Tell me what you think. The other thing this has is this inverted post from read middle. It has seam divide, but here's the play that I was talking about. It has that curl flat play, so you can mess around with that a little bit. But this is for those of you guys that you might want to run more Z spot. This actually, in my opinion, is a better formation than bunch weak. If I had to purely go off of formation, I would pick this every time. The only problem with this formation, there's a couple. The first thing is it doesn't have a motioned out corner route, so that's a miss. The second thing that is wrong is the formation doesn't, in my opinion, what's the other? I'm trying to remember. Gosh dang it. I keep moving around too much in the pocket. Freaking getting pissed off now. Um, bunch wide doesn't have an inside zone or an HB base. So the runs that you're going to be able to use are limited. You're limited to the outside zone, unfortunately. So that's the other kind of quasi like, you necessarily don't want that, but it just depends. You're going to have to go in and check in Madden 18. The question is going to be how powerful is the Z spot play in bunch wide. If it's powerful enough, then I think you can certainly run it. I think it's certainly worth checking out. So, that's what I would look at that and just kind of see, what is it, what's it like, how is the game, that kind of thing. But I think the stink pinch zone can work. I'm gonna have to figure out. The only thing that I kind of worry about the stink pinch zone is that, like, when I want to get pressure, I'm not going to be able to get it from 5 men. I'm only going to be able to get it from, a couple of things. So, but as you can see there, the yellows are just dominant. And this is every single year. So, anyways, guys, wanted to give you a video that you can kind of look at. The bunch wide will be in the Kansas City Chiefs offensive playbook. The other thing the Kansas City Chiefs have is they have a bunch of other formations other than the bunch that's really, really effective. So you can check that out. But this is just something I was thinking about, just kind of messing around. And I really think this might be an option. If you guys are looking at it, I think the spacing, by far it's better space. It's going to depend. The biggest thing you're going to have to really look at is if you can get away with bunch trail from the bunch, then it's really kind of a no-brainer. Like, if bunch trail is better than Z spot from bunch wide, if it just depends on which post route's better. But if bunch trail is as good or better, then you're gonna go Z spot, or excuse me, you're gonna go standard shotgun bunch, purely because really you have two things. Again, you have the run audible down is a power O or a halfback base, and then trying to think of what it's called. The quick audible up is not spacing, but it's a corner route. You get stick. So again, that's pretty much the two kind of scenarios. So that's, again, just kind of wanted to put this out here, share this with you guys. I'm thinking about doing it. The other thing that's cool is in Madden 18, when you run if you ran the Kansas, or not the Kansas City, but if you ran the Kansas City playbook, then what's going to happen is you're still going to have access to the under center ace pair chief, which is what I like to do in the goal line. I've showed you guys that several times. We'll show it to you right here. So single back, F pair F pair tight twins, and it's to play under. So this, in my opinion, is money in the red zone. It's one of the best goal line sets. I think it's the best goal line set ever, simply because you have snap throws, you have the back of the end zone stuff you can do with the post route, you have the corner route if they run press man, because no one can press Kelvin Benjamin. I'm sorry, he just will never, like, the way the game works, there's no way for them to press him. You clear it out, so by motion Jackson across, see here, he went man-to-man, or no, he didn't go man-to-man. I should have checked it down to triangle, so that was a bad read by me. But if you read it right, it's by far the best goal line play in the game. So I've talked about that at length, and I'm assuming, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, It's still going to be as good in Madden 18. I think the running game will be a little bit better. I think the Power O will work a little bit better. But anyways, guys, wanted to get this out to you. These are just some thoughts, some ideas that you can apply to your scheme and to your defense. Just kind of prepping. Check this out. I think this might be something you can look at for Madden 18. But anyways, wanted to get this out to you. And if you guys have any questions, or really what I want to hear is, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the game? What do you think is going to work? What do you think is not going to work? Let me know your thoughts, your feedback, your opinions. Looking forward to hearing from you as I get roasted over the top, though. That's the one problem with this, is you're going to have corners that can cover. My MUT team right now is set up more for Tampa 2, so I need to make that adjustment. But anyways, guys, wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. And if this is your first time on my YouTube channel, I'd love to meet you. Just let me know it's your first time in the comments below, and we can hook up there. And again, I recommend that you subscribe just so that you can know when we have our free Madden 18 content dropping. You will get a notification to let you know to come check out the channel and see what we've cooked up for you in the lab. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I look forward to talking with you in the comments below.